Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. There is, for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. He is not really saying anything.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and interview the cafe. It's not exactly poetry. A satisfying slash sounds across the things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extreme. Yes, it appears you employ a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from... Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. I pray his loved ones never find... Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your note. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later. In the back, you then rip them. 3. Look, you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 200, but they appear pleasantly. These are quite sinister in turn. A dozen pages of thin copy paper. Yes, all that remains. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork, the acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to... 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and a security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol.
That's right. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want later. Was there anything else you want? No, it's not a particular. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Because it's not part of...
So desperately mundane. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex.
You mean like a brief? There's no reason. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency. During that time, the victim had been... Okay then. Was there any... Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it. Believe...
Have you tried concentrate?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice.
Not a fan. It's just the nature.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. Have you tried concentrating on something other?
There is a sudden...
Focus on other people's troubles.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in them. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced 3. Hobnailed work 4. Standard work boot. Number 45. You don't know. It's a miracle you can... 5. Another standard work. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other?
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yeah.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? Interesting. Let's name it the... someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. No, it's not. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? A week, maybe? 7 days.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7...
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction.
Indeed. They all stood in a... Yes, everything fits so well. The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look... You seem to be holding... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Fuck does Kuno care? shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do...
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen...
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck...
He's trying to hide the fact that he...
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno...
The city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either.
Told you, pig bacon. Kuno doesn't do read fucking Mesk. Or, I don't know, some other place.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can...
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell...
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you. Even enjoys it. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
fuck you, whisper.
She puts extra stress onto that.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each...
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad...
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too.
Fuck no!
Kuno, they...
Ease off, see? Kuno always...
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
The fuck about it? Your test...
Get lost,
Kuno...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good David.
Don't be traumatized.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit?
Get the fuck out of here, face.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Your test...
Get lost,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? No, it's not...
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno.
Get the fuck out of here. Dunno. Keep that...
Kipped is a pejorative term used to describe people of South...
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit.
Yeah. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something? Maybe she was preparing. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is... Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care if... Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his
Pig, these are found modulars. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the earth. Coach Physical Instrument endorses they will also make you into an idiot.
Alright, Pickle. Shit.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that...
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, back at it.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak loud.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. The fuck? A mug in the trash. Yeah? Kuno sees where...
I can't...
Shit, that Kuno does...
Tell the Kuno.
Stop turning...
Yeah? Get your... The fuck? Yeah? Kuno sees...
Stop turning...
Yeah? Get your bacon Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. It's nothing. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute, it's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material because it's nice and orderly. Rhythmic pattern. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to the smell is repulsive. You feel a great force ring until a pool of vomit lies under your feet.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned if she doesn't have any, there might be some...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Hello again, officer. How are things? Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Well, this might be the last snow we get. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the...
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates.
No, of course not. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job?
You've been resting here for quite...
Yes.
I understand. The RCM isn't what...
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here.
A simple little cadence. He seems to...
From another planet.
It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor Gate. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days. Yeah,
It's official. He too.
Feels like forever.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely...
Everyone's a critic, man. It's okay. So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose...
Analyzing the fundamental structure.
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Don't be a stranger.
Before you stands a motor vapor emanate. This must be the infernal machine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering. The frequency tableau lights up the soft purr.
This is precinct.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5.
The man uses
10-4, messenger ici. 10-18, state your message, sir.
But you said... never mind.
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is... Is it him? What? Says he lost his badge. He what? He lost his badge? This is communication office. You mean your partner? What is he saying? I'm his goddamn... It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop. Of course it's serious. Satellite Officer Vitmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in...
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got...
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his...
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. He asked you to please...
Why? Did he find...
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's 10-9, come again.
New heights?
Ask him. Sergeant Orson.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is. No.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying over the phone.
He says he didn't. Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the... Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to... We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. 10-4, I hear you. What does he want? He's asking for... Is he... I don't think... Don't give that asshole... Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's... He is and get... Request denied, sir. Over. He says... Well, I get... Vigmar said... He said... What is he saying? Did you want anything else, sir?
He's trying to keep you from further embarrassing yourself in front of your colleague.
He terminated the connection. I guess he was...
The radio falls silent and lifeless. The communications officer has disconnected the call.
What was that? It's okay, detective. We should get on with our tasks. Work always helps.
A metallic drawer.
Take what you need.
He's clearly a little protected. The pry bar, useful for opening. The handles are long and sleek. It's robust. Lets you see things in the dark you would... The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge. The white suede feels luxurious under the... As you tap on the gauge.
There's no use pressing the heat.
Translation. Alternative translation. Don't...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take...
Her voice is... He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end. Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get... That's because you're hung over. Even the radio waves coming from your... That's the tiny vessel's pulse. The busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just... With all the damage you've been dealing yourself, what else? I'm not a brain...
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe...
And you survived it. Even better. Anything else? What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad to do that. I need...
It's not fucking cryo...
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Hard to tell exact... Or... Actually... Yep. Yes. Probably cut down on the drinking.
Abstinence could have immediate...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsura.
Officer? Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union... No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. You don't live here. You don't understand. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it.
You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line.
No.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up. You mean, why did I leave the...
Why not?
Let's just say, you know whom. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time. No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone... You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating. You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it...
Oh, those again. I have been trying to... You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun... I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red.
No, please, no.
There are way more inventive ways. There is silence on the other end of...
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like... It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. Well... You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the whirling in.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw... I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the carrier... Well, you were worse than... Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. We go on by the OO. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that. Then there was your room. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me And then you screamed something about the end of all times and how everyone... And then I had to deal with your toilet. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again. And wait, really? No. I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the...
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take all sorts of things. From disco, which one would that? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Richard, that write-up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however. You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this.
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitors present here.
What?
He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop. What do you need, sir? Over. 10-4.
Hold up, Jules.
Seems like it.
No. Fuck him.
Sorry, sir. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What?
He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally... Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
10. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your... 10-4.
Does he actually want...
He asked if he ever...
For God's sake,
Sir, satellite office. So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but... it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old. Every school of thought and government has failed in this. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making...
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for...
Oh, come on, man,
I know exactly what you meant. You think my... But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute
The lieutenant exhaled.
Whatever you say, officers. It's about biology. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might... People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So...
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed attributes, hunches, and pseudoscience. The lieutenant tries to remain
as arbitrary as any judgment. That doesn't make it less of a... Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate dam. The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game lately.
Cultural victory? What?
It's what the Kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others, it's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? Good. If we, the evening people, pull to...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, "What?"
Oh, it's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine. You need a bag, I guess. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though.
A small cabinet on the wall is their logo is...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have...
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Welcome to
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. A 7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort.
You mean this? This is Popstar.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speech, she pops her raspberry. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an...
Okay. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's not really. No. I don't know, really.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure.
Okay. Uh-huh.
When you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest? Or were you just trying to... So you don't find his views, say, unbefitting of a police officer?
Okay. Feels like this is going to be a discussion now.
Our position in Ravachol is already precarious. Many people think we are vigilantes as it is. I can't have them thinking we are...
Wait a second. Are you sure you want to go there? Even if you succeed, you're going... Are you sure about that? Oh boy, we're really doing this.
There's a difference between saying something crude.
Okay, you think there's a way out of this? The lieutenant falls silent and looks down at his boots.
Let me say just one more thing. As you've seen, I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out of it. How you...
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. Yes? Wait, what? But what? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer?
I assure you it was.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer? I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and... Like what? I was rarely enjoying... Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this...
It's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shake? Because I'm not a bartender.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix.
The worker is in a deep slumber. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber.
Why the yelling?
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers.
Wait, what? I was just slaving. That's the name of my...
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic.
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. Then you understand the just... For one, I can get some goddamn... Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. We are. The workers. The union. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. Yeah. What about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one... If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you that. You heard what I said?
The lieutenant. So union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. Thank God, no.
The worker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The dock worker. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. Occasionally, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He smiles. It's almost like music, especially. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple. The cobalt blue. It leads to a side. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes. I suppose it's...
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
It's hardly worth a title. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get...
Wondering about it is, of course, exactly what he's been doing.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not He looks at the dust on his finger.
Oh, yes, that door. Sure. No, I don't...
Wondering about...
Or some...
He's attempting to maintain an... He looks...
Yes, not the...
We should find out. We don't.
There are these things called...
Oh, yes, that door. No, I...
Wondering about...
Or some...
He's attempting to...
Fine, okay. A little. But my job... So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. After the animals. And I haven't found a... Yes?
By the way, where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that? You don't really know, do you? Something produced by the random firing of synapses doesn't sound... You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily... The box seems eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny, the mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even, so...